Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you are a first time viewer, hello. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Check the description box for any details I may have down there. Also, make sure that you're following my social media. I don't really come to YouTube a lot, but when I don't have time to film, I'm always on my Snapchat dropping tidbits or just, doing my get ready with me type of stuff. So if you want to see more about my family, more about my personal life, social media is definitely the way to go. This video is about, I don't want to say rebranding so much as me discovering a part of myself that was always there that I guess you could say I didn't have the maturity to see, so to speak. It's not sappy, it's not sad, it's really just an explanation more than anything. Something to help you guys better understand who I am and why I am the way I am. So stay tuned. So to prep, to prep my eyes, I use this Mary Kay eye primer. Thought it was going to say something more than that, but it doesn't. And I already cleansed my face, and I have a little bit of that Mario Badescu Rose Water. Just letting that dry into place. If you have watched my videos before, then you're very familiar with that product. I'll show you guys in just a second here. This stuff takes like a good minute to dry. I really like the product, but it takes a minute to dry into place, so I like to put it down like first. And the only reason why I'm not sorry, text message just Mario Badescu Rose Water stuff, guys. And they sell it at Ulta. I think the big bottle is only like $8. I could be wrong. Maybe it's $12. But they have a little travel size one too that works pretty well. The reason why I didn't use a moisturizer after using that toner was because I'm going for a dewy look today. So I'm going to be using the Smash Box, if I can get it out of the box, primerizer. Oh Lord. So this stuff right here, this is what I'll be using for my primer, and it's a moisturizing primer. So if I would have went ahead and did a moisturizer underneath, I would have looked greasy as crap, and I don't want to look like that, so I didn't. We're going full out today because I haven't been here in a while, so I owe you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and add these Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Drops. Shake them up a little bit. I've had these for a while, actually. So this is gonna just provide me a little extra bit of glow underneath my foundation. I don't know why I put that around my nose like that, but it's okay. I called it in time. Okay, so my brows are done, and I have my base done. The top color is closer to my skin tone, and then I have a more white or lighter shade towards the bottom. The top shade is the shade Toast, and the LA Girl Pro Concealer. Sure you guys are familiar with these products if you watch a lot of tutorials. And then the bottom shade is just one of the little minis that I got from Ulta. It's the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair Neutral. Boom. So then I'm gonna go in with my little brush that I use for setting powder and just tap over it. I'm not gonna grab any setting powder out of the actual thingy. I don't know what to say, but I'm not adding any more setting powder. Setting powder is already on this brush. I'm just using it really quick. And I have extremely wrinkled eyelids. Like, I don't know if y'all see all those folds in there. but I have to like really try to be careful to make sure my stuff dries down and not buff throughout, because if not, it'll just create lines in it. Don't know, that's just my face. Tried damn near everything except for the P. Louise base. I was gonna try it. I was like, oh, okay, I might have to just go all out and get the P. Louise base, but then she accidentally said the freaking N-word. So I don't know if we have decided to cancel her or not. I be trying to be politically correct. And then, I don't know. I just don't know, guys. I don't know if Sis is canceled or not. So until I find out if she canceled, I guess I'll just be waiting. So the MacBook is what we'll be using today. This brown shade here, the colors aren't named, so I can't like be like, I'm gonna go in with Suncrest or whatever the hell, because they're not named. So yeah, I have been missing for quite some time now, and by missing, like, I was not kidnapped, no shit like that, but I haven't been posting like anything makeup wise. Reason being, I actually hate people who say that, but reason being, I was going through a transition in my family as far as my husband got this really good career opportunity, so we relocated temporarily. Yeah, so basically I had to move well, didn't have to, but I chose to move my entire family, which is just a family of 3. We only have 1 child, across the country. So from North Dakota, I've never even told you guys where I live because I'm super private, but from North Dakota to South Carolina, which is where I'm actually from. So yeah, because of that, like, I didn't really have, like, I usually film when I get off work and whatever, but I used all of that time to like pack basically and relocate my entire household. So unfortunately all my makeup was like packed up and I didn't want to unpack it, and this lighter shade now to buff over that, I just put that right in the crease area. I'm going to try to avoid doing a cut crease today. But yeah, so anyway, I never really gave myself a name, so I kind of had this kind of like epiphany about myself, like about life, and I decided that I wanted to go by the name Sunny. And I'll tell you guys the reason why. I've been through a lot, more than I feel like anybody should ever go through, just to be honest. Like, and I'm only 25. I just turned 25, by the way. Happy birthday to me. But more than I feel like anybody should ever go through. I've been through a lot in my short lifespan, I also feel like I go through shit on the constant. Like, God be thinking I just got all the energy in the world to be going through stuff. But I feel like my life started in a very dark kind of way. Like, I didn't grow up super poor, but in the beginning of my life we didn't have like a lot. Like, my parents really started doing really well in life towards like my 6th grade year of school, but before that it wasn't really like that for us. So anyway, and even just like with me being prior service in the military, and a lot of things that I've gone through have just been really dark, like really dark things. Try not to cry. Anyway, moving right along. But from those things, like, a lot of good has come. I definitely don't agree with the way a lot of things have happened in my life. I wouldn't wish them on my worst enemy. I don't agree with the concept that, oh, you have to go through to learn something. But I do feel like a lot of people reach out to me about stuff, and I'm able to give them advice because, unfortunately, I've been in a lot of, you know, dark ass, deep ass places. So in that, I was like, if I had to think of something in the physical, meaning something that I could, put my hands on to represent myself, what would that be? And I chose a sunflower. Some of that orange got lost, so we're just gonna put that back. Because I feel like in the center of it all is dark, just like a sunflower. But from that dark, black, hateful, whatever you want to call it, place, petals grow. Something beautiful and something alive, something you can touch, something you can refurbish, something that can be altered into something. You could take the petals off of a flower and turn it into another flower. You can replant it. You can take it. I don't really know what I'm trying to say. But basically, I feel like just like my life and just like myself, something beautiful has come from something so dark. And no matter how dark or low my life has gotten, in every situation, something good has come from it. And so for that, I am grateful. And I say all the time, which is really petty, that we're gonna go in with this like more mustard or whatever color this is, yellow one, though not so bright yellow. But I always say most people wouldn't make it through the things that I've been through, and I wholeheartedly believe that. Not that I feel like I'm one of those people that, deserve a trophy for having gone through some stuff, because if I could do it all over, I wouldn't go through any of it. Yes, I would. But that's not the point. I wouldn't wish my life on my worst enemy. I have a good life. I don't want nobody to go through the things that I went through. But from all of that, something good came about. And it's funny because I even be telling my husband, like, ever since I told him, like, about my whole concept of, I feel like that's who I am. If I had to make myself something or name myself something, that's what I would name myself, or that's what I feel like represents me. He's been calling me that. And it's actually double funny because growing up, my mom always called me Sunshine. So it kind of, ties in with that. And my older sister actually still calls me that. So we're going to go in with this really bright, let me get the lighting. Come on, there we go. Really bright yellow right on the lid. If you do follow me on social media, you've probably already seen the name change on some of my pages. And yeah, basically we are jumping into the, oh, that's cute, into the rebranding portion of my life. I am definitely a freaking serial complainer by nature. Like, I will complain my freaking ass off. but in an effort to be more of an adult, um, I'm going to try to stop doing that. I'm going to make a conscious effort to turn the things that I complain about or the things that get me down into something beautiful, just like a sunflower. So sunny it is. I'm gonna add some colors around my this is my lash line, my bottom lash. So I've never really done it like this before, but I went ahead and put some of that Shape Tape concealer. I usually add the colors underneath my lash line after I do my foundation. I'm gonna try it this way. And there you have it. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. The technique as far as how I did my eyeshadow was definitely very different for me. It was a little more subtle, but I definitely loved it. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Again, check the drop box down below for my social media accounts so you guys can get to know me a little bit better. Don't forget to find the sunny side in everything you do.